no car.
Hey guys, it's Anise. I have a AP language project where I have to interview someone right now about the standardized testing in America. So I'm about to call my counselor from my high school and interview her on some questions that I have for this. And hopefully I'll get enough information that will help me get a good score. So and my counselor, she's very well informed about standardized testing, about colleges and whatnot. And so let's see if she answers. Alright. And I'm gonna have it on speakerphone too. Contacts. Miss Logan. Ah, it's going.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Logan. It's Anise Mina.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Is this an okay time to talk right now?
It is an okay time to talk. I'm just watching the Olympics on the East Coast feed.
Okay. Well, one of my first questions is, do you think that we are too dependent on standardized testing? And if so, why?
Do I think that we are too dependent? I think the state is too dependent on standardized testing. I think it frustrates teachers that they have to follow really strict standards in order to appease the state standards. I wish it was more lax.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when the state mandates what they're testing, it leaves very little room for creativity and other things that teachers feel students need. And so it's difficult in that regard.
Okay, thank you. And some critics claim that teachers spend a lot of time preparing students for standardized testing. What good or bad effects have policies which emphasize standardized testing had on the quality of learning in our public schools?
Well, kind of what I just said. I think that it leaves the teachers, I know the teachers are frustrated because it leaves time on things students need, the simple things, spelling, grammar, punctuation, all the things that that you should learn and you should basically, what's the word I want? I can't think of the word. How stupid of me. But it's
Don't worry, I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I am actually recording it, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
okay. No, I just can't think of the word.
But I understand exactly what you mean.
Proficiency is what the word I want. They, students don't get proficient in the things that really would help them later in life. Besides just going on the standards, and it's very frustrating to teachers to have to. They are limited every day. They spend their entire day just teaching to a standard instead of kind of teaching what they want or teaching what students actually need.
I also agree with that. And another question I have is, do you think standardized testing is fair to cultural and ethnic segments of diverse student population?
I do. I know that there are critics out there that feel that the way some questions are worded are biased, and I really can't see that. I think that no matter what your ethnicity, if you're in a classroom learning the same thing that everybody in the class is learning, I don't know how it can be biased. Now, the only thing that I can see is maybe the culture at home. If you're in, maybe a Hispanic family,
Yeah.
Who speaks only Spanish at home, I guess those students that are at disadvantage to students that are in educated white families that speak in full sentences, and so it kind of validates what kids learn during the day. But when, like, an Hispanic student goes home and and even though they might have educated parents who don't speak English, it's hard to validate those English standards that you learn during the day. But as far as the tests, I've never, I've never seen an example, or nobody's really ever convinced me through examples that it's biased.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
I don't know how you get an answer out of what I just said.
No, it makes perfect sense. That's actually what I was thinking along the lines of too.
Yeah?
And even though when in my point of view that people when you have to teach by what the standards are, do you think that that teachers use the standardized test results to help individual students do better in school?
They're supposed to.
Mhm.
They're supposed to. I know that when they get those results, they do as work on them in their departments and their teams to see where their weaknesses are, so that they can concentrate on those weaknesses and get the kids more proficient in their weaknesses. But as individually, I'm not sure. As a group, yes.
Mhm. Okay. Do you think that the SAT should be abolished for college admission?
I don't think it should be abolished. I just think that it should be. It shouldn't be as important as it is, and the reason why is the SAT is a reasoning test, and there are some very talented, motivated, intelligent students that don't do well on the SAT because it's a different kind of test. It doesn't test your intelligence, or what you know. It basically tests your ability to take a reasoning test, and the way the test is worded is, even the SAT people admit they word it in order to trick you. It's not. No. It's just I don't know if I would say the SAT people say that, but I think that it is worded to trick, and so that you can't really get necessarily the best result with some kids. I know Paul Canarac, who's the Princeton Review guy, really thinks that the test basically is a, as he calls it, a test in how well you can bubble. And so he says that he doesn't think that it tests anything but your ability to take a test, to bubble, how creative you can be to bubble and bubble at the right time. I don't think he sees the credence in it.
Yeah. And do you think that standardized testing's role is changing in our school system?
I haven't seen it yet, because they haven't let up on it. I know that it in our school specifically, every Wednesday, when we have a late start, and the teachers meet. We have a staff meeting once a month, and then the other days, the teachers are meeting in their department in groups to go over standardized testing to see what they can do to improve, or what areas they are weak, and where they need to, kind of.
I'm sipping coffee at 1:45.